Alright, what's up everybody? I've been talking about making this video for a while, but I'm lazy, so just now getting around to it. It's it's about something that I realized in this commentary game in for esports commentary, FGC specifically, because greater esports is a whole different set of politics, but it's nothing bad. I'm not like calling anybody out or complaining about anything. It's just something I noticed. So, in order to get good, right, or to get into commentary, right, to commentate a major, let's say, you have to have experience, and you get that experience at your local. What I want to talk about, though, is the levels. So, you have your top 8 commentators, your Tasty Jams, your Ultra Chens, your BFFs, your your D1s, people like that, and they're amazing commentators. Know all of those guys personally, good friends, good people, and great commentators, right? But that's not the point. The point is that when you see commentators in day one pools, they're working hard, they're doing their best, they're trying to get that experience and that exposure so that they can one day be those top 8 commentators, right, at a future event. What people don't realize is that I honestly feel like the top 8 commentators should be the ones that do the early pools, and the newer guys should do the top 8s, and here's why. So when you have those early matches on day one, and nobody's seated, like say it's a pool where there's like no known names, or there's like one guy who's like the best low tier player in the middle of nowhere where he's from. You got like Joey Bag of Donuts versus like Tommy 2 times over here. Nobody knows who they are, they have no history, they have no narrative, and frankly, like, just because they're the best in their area doesn't necessarily mean they're even that good. So you have these 2 unknown players from unknown places, and they start playing a match, and you're the commentator, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, you realize quickly that they're not really that good as players. So they're dropping execution, they're not comboing properly, they're not punishing properly, they're not doing what they're supposed to do. So you as a commentator then have to sit there and make this terrible play from both players, one or both players, seem interesting. You have to pull people in and make them want to watch these trash players at the start of the tournament that nobody knows who they are. And that's why I feel like the top commentators should be the ones doing that, because they are so good at what they do that they could probably make it that interesting. So it's really hard for a lesser known commentator to sit there and commentate these terrible matches. So then the people go in the chat and they're like, oh, trash players, trash commentary. And it's like, well, the commentary is trash because like the play is trash, right? Like top 8s, and I would even say like top 32 down, those matches literally write themselves. Like, I could probably put my little sister on here who doesn't even play. She plays like RPGs on her DS, and she could probably commentate these high level matches in top 8s just because the players are so good. They're doing everything that they're supposed to do. They're doing everything that they want to do. And you get these hype moments, these tense situations where you can really see the players are duking it out in a match of wits and will. And I think that it's so much easier to commentate really good players, and they put the best commentators to commentate the best players, and then lesser commentators to commentate lesser players. But then I feel like that makes everybody on the lesser side look bad as a whole. So it's just something I noticed, right? So you have to put in your work doing lesser matches to prove that you can do better matches, but it's harder to do the lesser matches than it is to do the better matches. So it's almost like it's a circular thing. Like the matchup is not in your favor when it comes to trying to grow as a commentator because of that. So you have to kind of get lucky to be able to have hype matches early on. I'm not saying there aren't any hype matches early on, but it's a more rare occurrence that you'll find a good match early on to be able to really shine as a commentator that's trying to make it. So, yeah, catch 22, I guess. That's just something I wanted to point out because I don't think a lot of people realize that, and especially your stream monsters when they talk bad about commentators during pools. It's probably because they don't realize. They probably haven't realized that that's actually what's going on. So, yeah, I just had to get that out there. So, thanks for watching. Tell me what you guys think. If you agree with what I'm saying, if you disagree. And I don't think it can really change, but it's just something I noticed. So, looking to hear you guys' feedback on it. That's it.